Hello everyone, Jay here. I'm here to do a short review on a Yongnuo Speedlite for the Canon system, EOS system, and it's in this bag. It comes in a box, and I bought it off of eBay for from a seller called Charm Zone, and I got it fairly quickly, and I got it about 2 weeks. So I ordered one. I ordered it 2 weeks later. It came in the mail, and which is fairly average for airmail from Hong Kong to here in the United States. And here is the Speedlite that I got. It comes with this little. Well, when I bought it, the seller I bought it from threw in this little sort of Stoffen Omnibounce sort of diffuser. So if you're bouncing off walls, this is supposed to help create that bare bulb effect. And it does, in the box, include this soft suede pouch that says digital on it. So you can use that to sort of store your flash. And here is the flash. It's the Yongnuo Speedlite YN-465, and it is a TTL Speedlite, so it will work by TTL with your Canon or your Nikon. In my case, I got the Canon version, and it's a very good Speedlite. I used it in a recent photo shoot, and it works really well both on camera and off camera. On camera, it has the TTL mode, so when you're operating it, it just fits onto your camera hot shoe, and you just turn this dial one over to on, and it automatically goes to TTL, and you can see that by the TTL light right there. But then if you want to go into manual mode, say you're using an off-camera flash, you just turn the dial. You can just keep turning it to your desired power level. And I find this really easy to use. When I was doing a shoot, instead of having an interface, it just had lights saying how powerful your flash is set to, and then you just use the dial. I found that very, very convenient. And yeah, it is powered by 4 AA batteries, and with the Speedlite, I recommend using rechargeables because you will go through your AA's really quickly, and the cost adds up. So in my Speedlite, I use these the Sanyo In-Loops, I believe they're called, rechargeable batteries. I recommend these two because they hold their charge well when they're not being used. Like say you have them fully charged, and if you were to check on them about a year later, they would still have a good deal amount of their charge, while other rechargeable batteries would be dead by then. So I highly recommend those batteries, because say someone calls you up and you say, hey, let's have a shoot, or let's go on a photo walk, and you say alright, and then you check your batteries. If you have the in-loops, they'll most likely be have enough charge to last you through the day. But if you have other rechargeable batteries, they'll probably not have as great of a charge. So I definitely recommend those. Back to the flash. As I said, it does work TTL and manual mode, and yeah, it's fairly simple flash. It does tilt. It does have a bounce head for a tilt and swivel, so you can turn it all the way around that way, and then in the opposite direction it goes to right there, and it goes all the way up to a full 90 degrees up. And so far from what I've used from it, it's not as powerful as it's definitely not as powerful as a Canon 580 EX. I believe it's not as powerful as the Canon 430 EX, but for my use, it works great. For the last shoot I did, I believe I had to work at about half power or a little higher for most of the shots. And yeah, but it's much cheaper than the Canon versions, and I highly recommend it if you want to go into off-camera flash, or if it's your first Speedlite and you want to do off-camera transition into off-camera flash, because it does have TTL, so you get those automatic results on camera. Or if you want to work in the manual, say you're using some eBay triggers, which is what I use with this, which I'll be doing a separate review on. It works well too, because it goes both ways. And yeah, build quality is pretty good. It doesn't feel like a cheap flash. It's fairly well built. The only thing which does seem kind of the build quality seems a little shoddy is the battery door compartment. It does seem like it might break off. It seems a little flimsy. So as long as you be careful with that, I highly recommend this flash. It seems well built. And this behind this little window right here, there is a red LED autofocus assist. So that's always a plus. So you don't have your the flash head strobing to help you with your autofocus. It is a red LED in there. So I'm just gonna mount this to my XSI real quick, just to give you an idea of its size. And there you go. There it is, mounted on my Canon Rebel XSI with the battery grip. And if you want a review of this grip, I have it in a separate video, and with the Canon E1 hand strap. And this is what it looks like. Now let me just power it up. There it is on TTL. So if I were to take a picture, it would just meter through the lens and find the right exposure level for the flash. Let me just turn it on and take a test shot. And there you go. It just works. It works well. As for the recharge time or the recycle time, with my Sanyo in-loops, just to give you an idea, here it is on full power. And when it's red, that means it's ready to fire. When it's green, that means it's recharging. So here's an example of some in-loops that I have charged pretty much at max right now. And here's an example. And well, I'll turn it away a little. But yeah, let's do that again. And so as you can see, it's fairly quick recharge time. And yeah, I highly recommend this Speedlite to anyone who wants a cheaper alternative, but not necessarily skimping on too many features. It doesn't have high-speed sync, and it doesn't have a zooming flash head, but for the price, it's really good flash. I highly recommend it. If you have any more questions about it, feel free to ask in the comments below, and feel free to subscribe. And yeah, this has been a review of the Yongnuo YN-465 Speedlite. Thanks for watching.